2, 1. Hello, YouTube. I'm live streaming this on TikTok and YouTube. So we have some live stuff. We're doing a Fnaf game tier list, and somebody's here to join me again.
Hi.
Hi. Yeah. So we're doing
I'm
Fnaf
here
game tier
again.
list.
Remember,
Um.
I was here like
Oh,
6
2
months
days
ago.
ago. Well, 2 days ago at the video. But anyways, um, just remember to like, subscribe, hit the bell, and go to Instagram and YouTube down below in the comments. Let's start this Fnaf game tier list. So first we got Fnaf 1. Fnaf 1 I think is revolutionary, and it holds up really well. Why Final Live? Okay, let me explain this. I'm on video. The reason it's Final Live is that I won't be streaming for a bit because my sister is coming to visit, and where she has to work because she's from Texas or she lives in Texas, so she's coming to visit, but she has to do online work, so she has to work 2 feet from me. I don't want to disturb her while doing work, so maybe there'll be like a night live stream one night. But other than that, I think that this is like the final for like a week,
Middle
for
of
like
the night,
middle day.
4 a.m. live
4
stream.
a.m.
I like this
Maybe,
idea.
maybe, just maybe. Maybe I'll do like a late night live stream. I could do that. But for now, like in terms of day live streams, this is it. But for a bit, for like a week. But anyways, FNAF 1 I think holds up very well. I think FNAF 1, first of all, the mechanics are
Also,
just
that
good.
the image is
The
beautiful.
image
The
is
FNAF
peak.
1 image, the icon image is always peak.
Yeah, no, the outcome is just peak. So I think it's really solid. They have like 4 animatronics, nothing crazy. Yeah, no, sorry. I'll be back. I'll be back soon though. It's not too gone. I won't be gone for too long. So don't worry. But anyways, FNAF 1, I think the mechanics all work very well together. I think you have Bonnie and Chica going to both doors. I do like how Freddy switches up the door things. That's like nice. It's not just you see him, you have to like watch him and like stall him. I'll say Foxy is a bit annoying to deal with, but I guess camera stalling is also there.
I don't think you can camera stall Foxy.
I thought
I
you
think
could.
he just booked it. I don't know.
I don't know, but I do.
I've always just been the second I hear him booking it down the hallway, I throw the door down.
Welcome back to stream. Hello. But I think no, that's fair. I think though, one thing I'll say is that somebody did do like if they rebooted FNAF 1 and that looked amazing. But so I want that game. But no. This game not only was still a solid game, like it was scary, everything, the atmosphere and everything, but it revolutionized gaming. All right, gotta sleep. I'll keep supporting. You have a great potential. Keep growing. Good. Just subscribe. Well, thank you for subscribing. Thank you for the kind words, and have a good night's sleep. Get rested for your whatever you're doing tomorrow. All right. Goodbye. Not by YouTube, not by the stream. We're still going. Don't worry. But anyways,
It's for our
a viewer. Right now I'm smaller, so I can interact with
show.
like specific viewers too, which is nice. But anyways, so yeah, FNAF 1 just revolutionized everything. FNAF 2. Now this is where my opinion changed. I used to think this was S tier. This is my favorite FNAF game. But looking back at it, once I figured out the cycle, this became the most boring FNAF game by far.
Yeah, also I don't like the big open hallway, but also it had Toy Chica,
Oh my
so
god. But okay, I do like the puppet and Mangle are some of my favorite characters, so I do like that. But my problem with FNAF 2, right? Camera, rewind music box, check, put camera down, immediately put on mask, look left and right to the vents, um, flip hallway, camera again. That's the entire repeat cycle. You do have to watch out for Balloon Boy every once in a while, but something crazy. I think that's my problem for FNAF
yeah,
2. It's
I
just
did. I also really hated the big open hallway in front of you. I felt like
I
it was
never
really dumb.
hated the open hallway. I will say in lore perspective, it is dumb because I don't think any building would just have this. My final live.
Yeah, let me put your
Okay,
office, and it's just gonna your desk could be looking directly at an open
yeah.
hallway.
Real quick, somebody has to get final life. This is my final life for a bit because my sister will be visiting, so she has to use a desk that's 2 feet away from me to work, and I don't want to disturb her. I may do like a night live stream or something like once or twice, but other than that, for like a day live stream, this is my final for like a week. So I'll be back with day live streams though. Yeah, so that's it. That's just what it is. But anyways, FNAF 2 I think just aged a bit poorly. I will say design wise and lore wise it's really good, so I think I have to get like B tier just for that. I think the problem is mostly in the gameplay.
Yeah, I think it's like B tier.
FNAF 3, where do you put
I
this?
think this is my least favorite.
I think this is not my least favorite. There's one that I think is beyond my least favorite. I honestly think it's C tier. I think gameplay wise, it's a bit boring. I don't like it that much. But I think like in terms of atmosphere, it's
I think lore
unbeatable.
wise it was good and atmosphere wise, but I just think the gameplay is
I
like the
do
most
like
boring
the
because you're dealing
boss.
with one
You know,
guy.
I do like the reason it's supposed to be like boss one when he's like this big bad villain. I do like that, but it is a bit boring. And there is like a really easy tactic you can just stall in between two cameras forever. But like
Yeah,
I
and it
think
feels like every phantom is just like not an issue.
yeah, you just click off immediately. Yes, and I can't say I think just lore wise, atmosphere wise, I think it's the most important thing FNAF. Anyways, FNAF 4 is S tier.
I agree.
I think this. And I remember seeing this on the store as a kid, and
First try is never usually that hard, and then you get
yeah,
nice.
I remember the Markiplier when he first played this. He's like, "Oh, nothing's was
Yeah,
yeah." Chica scares him.
that's a beautiful.
Yeah, I think the mechanics are nice with the door, the like you have to listen to breathe. Also, that ups the horror a lot. I remember doing a presentation on like atmosphere and stuff for a class, like in speech, and one of them I brought was FNAF 4 and the horror aspect. It makes you listen. It makes you stay quiet and hear, and it enhances the horror because you are like complete silence, the juxtaposition, a loud thing after. That is unbeatable. I like how there's both. You got Freddy
And
and
you're hiding in a closet.
yeah, Fox in the closet. You gotta look after him. Help, hello, plants. Four. You got Fox in the closet. In the bed, you have the Freddles to deal with. You got the side doors, which is cool. It's like nothing crazy. And I do like the fact that Nightmare and Fredbear at the last two nights, which is cool. It's fun. Also, the lore is really good. We still haven't even. The lore is also insane. We still haven't solved it to this day. Like sister
I think
location.
that says a bit more about why it's not the greatest lore than,
I don't
but
know.
you know it.
Sister location.
It
This is my least favorite
sister
game.
location's beautiful.
This is my least favorite game by far.
Why? Why?
Okay.
This is lying.
Okay. Night one is like literally. I don't even think you can die in night one. It's so easy. If you do, you actually just suck. Night two is I believe you have to do Funtime Freddy in like the hallway. Okay, also that's another thing. You know the Funtime Freddy minigame with like what's the name, the puppet. You know you can like do that.
Yeah,
There's a specific
beautiful.
pattern. There's a specific pattern you can do every time to get it perfectly right. It's just nothing in this is good to me. I think the Funtime Freddy one's the best, but even then it's very easy to stall him out and just finish everything. I just think it's so boring, especially on replay. It's
I just think it was
unplayable
the most
replay.
different.
It is different. I
I
do
like
like
what
that
it
it's
went
different.
from then. Even then, it was very different.
I
But
will say on the first playthrough it's good, but replay and then tell me it's good. Also, it is a very
I
good.
probably won't because I wouldn't replay a FNAF game.
Yeah, but here's the thing: I could replay FNAF 1, FNAF 4, and still have fun with it. FNAF 2 and 3, not so much, just because of the mechanics. FNAF or Sister Location, I mean, FNAF 2 and 3 is still like they're still all right, same experience, replayable. FNAF 5 is just unreplayable. I think I didn't realize this for a while, but then I forget who's. Oh yeah, I made a whole video about it, and he's like, you know what? I don't believe him. I'll replay it for myself. When I replayed it, he was right. It was so much worse. I think it's F tier for me.
All right,
I don't think F tier,
I
D
like
tier.
it.
I think D tier. I don't think it's F tier.
Yeah, I don't
Anyway,
think it's F. I don't think
Pizza
it's
Simulator.
horrible.
I think A
Pizza
tier.
Simulator is S.
I don't think it's
No,
S. My
S.
problem is
I think it's S.
it's just the jump scares are so
I just think it
goofy.
has so much stuff going on with it, and
True.
it's so interesting, and the different endings and everything it has to do with it. I
Yeah.
think it just, and
And
then the gameplay is also good. I think it's S.
Scott did drop the hardest speech of the 21st century with connection terminated. That was insane. And then I think Freddy, I think I will say my only problem is the jump scares are really goofy.
Yeah, I mean, there's just so many of them that it's hard to make them all good.
Yeah. Anyway,
But you
Ultimate
have
Custom.
Mr. Hippo,
Well, Mystery was
so
no Mystery was this one. Ultimate Custom Night. Ultimate
no,
Custom
Mr.
Night's
Hippo's
S
still
tier.
from there. Oh no, he's in there. He's not. He's just not an animatronic that
Yeah.
attached you, and you can't get his beautiful
Ultimate Custom Night's S
3 minute
tier.
story. It's Ultimate Customer is definitely the most fun.
It's
It's
just
just
it's just fun.
no real lore. It's
Yeah.
just
I mean,
fun.
no, there is lore, but it's nothing like crazy. It's just
Yeah, the
William
lore
Afton's
is
in
just this is
purgatory.
just the prison you're trapped in,
Yeah, it's
but
William
it's
Afton's
not really
purgatory.
like
That's it. But like the gameplay is just really fun. There's so many different things, so many different options, so much customizability. It's just that's just fun. It's cool. It does give a bit more lore options like the voice lines and the things, but nothing crazy. FNAF AR is F tier.
why FNAF AR is
Because
really
you
funny.
can't really play it now, and the company that does it wants to make it NFTs and crypto.
Yeah,
It
but when it was out, it
it
was
was okay
really
when
funny.
at first it was good. At first it was fun, I'll say, but it just became soulless and lifeless. You literally had Liberty Chica walking around, was Toy Chica as
Yeah,
a
but
kid.
that's what made it awesome. You would walk around and you would see like Freddy Fazbear with wearing a like a business suit with a Uncle Sam hat, and then Toy Chica with like a gun strapped to her waist and a cowboy hat, and it was like Foxy that just like it was beautiful. That game
Oh,
was
do you know what's
beautiful.
the worst part of this game? It has integral lore to the
What?
series you can't access anymore because it's shut down.
Yeah, well, should have got it faster.
Anyway, Help Wanted is S tier.
I agree.
Is FNAF 1 through 3 replay it in VR, which is sick. It's terrifying, first of all. You have all the different other mini games too. Glitch Trap has some lore and stuff. It's cool. I think FNAF or Help Wanted 2 also have to put S tier. I like how they just didn't keep going. Like I like how they didn't just go to okay, we're redoing FNAF 4 or 5 and Pizzeria Simulator. No, it's just completely like all these different mini games and stuff, but it's still fun. I like that. Not just more the same.
Mhm.
Anyway, holy peak. What was this game called again? Why am I blanking out? The help, not Help Wanted. The Pizzaplex one.
Security breach?
Security Breach. I don't know why I just couldn't think of it. Security Breach. Where would you put this?
Um,
I put like
that
C.
really depends.
I think C tier.
Because in terms of how much I think it's a good game, it's like D tier. In terms of how much I love it, it's like A tier.
That is true because all the glitch and stuff. I would say now that it's fixed, it's
Because
not bad.
security breach is yeah, but still I don't like it as much as all the other FNAF
No, no,
games. Like
that's
I still
fair.
think it's like a C or D tier game. But like in terms of how
Much.
funny I think
No,
it
how
is, when
funny
it
is
was
it?
released
That's
and it was a
tier.
buggy mess and it was
I'm ready 2 minute speed
it was a
runs.
buggy mess and everyone was like clipping through the walls and it was terrible and all the dumb stuff you could do with it, I think it's like A or S. But
Yeah.
in terms of actual gameplay, it's like C or D.
Anyway, FNAF World I think is a solid S tier. Oh, I have to move the puzzle piece on TikTok and it made a really loud sound that scared me. There we go. Anyway, FNAF World I say S tier. It's just
I agree.
it's just
I've
fun.
genuinely have the most fun with FNAF World than anything else.
It's just mindless fun. I don't need anything crazy. It's just fun. I think
It's
I
so
felt bad for
stupid.
Scott that they bullied him because he generally cooked this. It's just that back then, okay, back in that era,
I don't
FNAF
think he
fans were toxic, like extremely. I think now FNAF has become
I
so.
don't think the boss that literally I don't think the game where late game it's so terrible that you genuinely just start spamming unscrew is the greatest thing ever made.
But it's fun at least.
It is fun. It's very fun. I will say that he just didn't know how to balance that game whatsoever because it was just
Yeah,
early game. You would get a character with a certain move and would just delete everything, and then the later bosses were so hard that genuinely people would just spam unscrew.
yeah, but still, people just complained about it way too much. They're like, no, they because they weren't even complaining about how hard it was and stuff like difficulty. They're just saying, oh, why didn't you make another FNAF? They're just like bullying him because he made
Yeah, I
a
mean it had
RPG.
Freddy in space. I don't know what they were complaining about.
Yeah. And then I think we're not going to do all these other ones because I haven't played them except Five Nights at Freddy's. I'll say Laps at Freddy's like D tier. It's very repetitive. But Into the Pit, I think is A tier.
Oh, Into the Pit's very cool. I really like the art of it.
The art is beautiful. I've always loved that like 32-bit pixel art style. Well, I think it's 64 bits actually, but I love like all the pixel details. It's really good. I love how like there's so many different ways to tackle it. It's not like the same thing every night, which is cool. Like, oh, I can use the ladder this night, or I can escape the house this night, like that. There's like a lot of different ways to do it. There's lore. It's just good. It's just also different too. Like, look, I like to sit down and like survive games. I think some people want that back, but I think Into the Pit was just like I think Into the Pit was just cool. It was nice. It was fun. Yeah, I think that's the tier list. 'Cause I'm not ranking the fan games or the spin-offs.
Yeah, I don't know where I would put any of the other ones. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that's good. That's a good list.
All right. Well, for YouTube, this is the end. So YouTube, go to the like, subscribe, as well, and go to the Instagram and TikTok in the bio, and that's it. Bye, YouTube.